Hello viewers,
Please like,
comment,
and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. And also turn on the notification icon so you receive notification of all our videos we're going to drop.
subscribe to our channel,
and
don't forget to share the video. Share to a friend, to share to another friend.
share and share and share as much as you share. Thank you and love you guys.
Guys, it's your boy 227 Joker, aka Celebrity Madman. Everywhere we are Passion TV. Is it Facebook, YouTube? Stay tuned for back-to-back entertainment.
Hello, trust you're doing perfectly well. I am your humble host, Mary Glow, and I'm inviting you on Facebook, YouTube to keep on subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing on Passion TV. Yes, it's passion for you.
So, like I tell una, make una no forget to Passion TV for Facebook because we dey come with unlimited entertainment. Okay, we will be giving una update back to back. It means say film, comedy, music, TV broadcast. Me say self, I don't enjoy the show. I dey now so na live in Passion TV. I dey now so I dey enjoy everywhere.
Believe me, you're on the best channel. You're on the best platform. You are on the right channel. Subscribe, like, and comment. And remember to share. Subscribe to our channel because this channel is good for you. This channel is good for your family, and you can also watch it with your kid. So we produce good content just for you. We encourage you and so many things. Subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, share.
This is Passion Hour featuring gospel artists, talent and skills, entrepreneurs, and so much more. Get inspired today to inspire your career. Stay connected. Exclusive to Passion TV. This is Passion Hour with Mary Glow.
Good day, beautiful people, and you're once more welcome to Passion TV, your most favorite show and Passion Hour. And as we promised you, a lot of entertainment, and why not a lot of impactful topics for you to understand. And guess what? From the flyer, you already know who we're having here, a great personality out there. And trust me, I just want you to pick up your pen, your book, your notepad, because you'll be learning something new from the disruptor this morning. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
This is Passion Hour with Mary Glow.
And here we are. We have an amazing, talented person right here with us in the house. And like I told you, it's Passion Hour. And you may be wondering, I know you know him so well, but this morning you'll be learning something new from him, something about his personality, how he is, and why not take down something that will make you successful out there. So it's a privilege and a pleasure to have such a great and amazing, talented person right here at Passion TV. And at this point, I'd like to say good morning, sir, and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be on Passion TV. It's an amazing place. Thank you.
Thank you too, sir. And I would like to know how's your journey, considering that it was tough. I'd like to know.
Yeah. My journey, tough, but exciting.
Alright, sir. Thank you so much. It's a privilege having you here. And aside, since we're talking about the Billionaire Mindset today, and you being the origin, the author of that great book that really transformed lives, especially me, I want to say thank you so much for writing that book.
Okay, Billionaire Mindset. It's an amazing book. I think every day I read it too and I get inspired and I want to read it more.
Alright, so since we can't talk about the whole book today because there's really a lot in the book, so we picked out some topics that you can like summarize for us, maybe give us a clearing clue about the topic. So we'd like you to tell us like in 10 minutes on the multiplier effect. Somebody like me, I didn't understand it very well.
Oh, okay. So, when I talk about the billionaire mindset, firstly, I want everyone to know that most people put their concentration on the word billionaire, and the most important thing about that book is the mindset. And that's why if you look under, there is a statement that says thinking into work, because everything you want to make out of life comes from your mind. So anything your mind cannot accommodate, your hand cannot handle, your life cannot experience. So it all begins from your mind. So the billionaire there is it's just a catching word. The major thing we have to consider in the book, The Billionaire Mindset, is the mindset. Because your mindset is everything you ever need to give you whatever you're looking for in life. So we'll talk about the multiplier effect in the billionaire mindset. We have to go back to our mind. So you have to start as a person, start reprogramming your mind on thinking of how you can always increase or multiply everything you want in your life. Because life in its real sense is supposed to be a journey of progression. And so if you truly have to make great success, you have to get to a point where you develop a mindset of anything that comes into your hand, you think of how to multiply it. That will give you a sense of savings, a sense of cutting down your expenses and a whole lot. The multiplier effect has a lot to teach you on how to venture into businesses that can either compound or double or multiply your seed. Why people, the average Cameroonian youth, waste a lot is because they don't understand the multiplier effect. When they have, let's say you're working and you have a salary, the average salary earner thinks that at the end of the month, the salary is your, what you call wage, is your fruits, your harvest. And so you see most people go to bars, they go to clubs, they enjoy themselves at the end of the month. So to them, they have worked, so it's time for them to earn. So it's time for them to enjoy. Now, the truth is, everyone that works and earns salary, your salary is not your harvest. Your salary is a seed to actually enable you to build your financial future. It means when you earn your salary, you're supposed to sit down and say, how do I multiply this salary to take me to a certain level so that at the end of next month, I don't expect the same. No tree ever produces the same quantity of fruits every harvest season. So if you're a salary earner and you're very comfortable with having the same amount of salary every month for 2 years or 3 years until when your boss will try to give you an increase, then you don't understand the multiplier effect. The multiplier effect simply means that you should be thinking of how to have different sources of income to double or multiply your finances. So at the end of the month, you make more than what you can actually earn from your salary.
Wow. All right. So now it's clear, and I hope those reading the book might understand, or somebody who's just tuning in. I think aside from what I understood, aside being a student too, you can still be earning money.
Yes. I think there's something I wrote in the Billionaire Mindset. I said, if you move around the streets of Boya, Muliko, discover that students spend more money than even people that work.
Yeah.
Because they have these allowances given to them on a monthly basis, and the average student believes that my pocket allowance or my feeding fee is meant for feeding and for expenses. So you see them going around carrying their friends and they sit in Burj Khalifa and all the nice places and enjoy. While their parents that even work for the money are struggling to save because they care about them. So as a student, you should get to a point where you can give yourself a target and say, okay, if I have 20,000 as a monthly allowance every month, I should be able to save at least 50% of that amount. No matter how difficult life is going to be, I will save that amount and figure out where to put it. So by the time I graduate, I already have a savings, I already have a kind of business that is running for me. As a student, you can do anything. The student population is a huge market for any smart student to make a lot of money out of it. So students should not feel like because we are students, our own is just to study and then to eat. We have to start thinking of how to make money, so we are graduating as already financially free people than graduating to start looking for a job and start building our lives.
Wow. All right. Consider we are students, some of us students. So many of us, especially young youths, we always have this notion of fear, like the fear of failure. And I saw something in the book, you're talking about fear of failure. So how can you tell a student to start up a business and at the same time that student is a student? I think you need to explain to us the fear of failure, how this student can overcome the fear of failure first, because somebody might want to do a business, but he or she is scared that what if I take my school fees money now and then in return the money doesn't come, or will I tell my parents?
Okay, first of all, I didn't say take your school fees money. So the worst thing you can do for money is to divert the cost or the purpose of the money. But there's a greater risk one can actually bear. and it might work for some. But it's not a stamped principle that, hey, because this is business, you can take your school fees and doing business and then get the money back and pay your fee. I'm not advising. The money was meant for fee, please pay your fee. Because in business, failure is an inevitable thing. You cannot stop this disappointment, this failure, these things that can come up. Something can just happen. So when you decide to go in for business, you should be ready that when they come, they are a part of the process of the things you have to do. And I would like to say that as an entrepreneur, there is no such word as failure. It's just a part of our lives as entrepreneurs. So that is why entrepreneurship is not for just anybody. It is for the mature. Mature, I don't talk about mature in age. I'm talking about mature in your mind, what you want to accommodate. All right. See, the amount of money you are ready or willing to lose can tell how much money you can actually make in your life. Okay. So if you are afraid to lose 10,000, you may never be able to get 10,000. So gain is tied down to your capacity to withstand losses. How much money you're able to lose can tell how much money you are willing to get, because the profit is hidden in that fear of not losing. That's why one of the topics in the Billionaire Mindset, I said rich people go into business to win, while poor people go into business not to lose. So there are two different things. One person is going there, I don't want to lose my money, but I want more money. And that person is going there, I want to win. So whether you win or you lose, their target is I want to win. And this guy is I don't want to lose. And the way the mind functions, every human being has what they call a journey. In church, you call it guardian angel. Now, these guys are responsible to carry out messages, run errands for us. You don't see them, but they are there, they are present right now. The things we think about, the things we say with our mouth, the actions we take, these guys ensure that they are carried out. So if you get into business and say, this business I'm doing like this, I don't want to lose my money. What the journey, the spirit is saying, the universe is recognizing is your thoughts. Your thought is, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. So they think that you enjoy the word I don't want to lose. So they bring you those situations of I don't want to lose. Things that will make you always want to say I don't want to lose. Okay. So to help you reprogram your mind and stay away from fear, you have to learn to start talking. Okay? You have to learn to think positive, you have to learn to talk positive, and have to learn to understand that whatever the situation is, you stand a chance to win, whether in failure or in success, you have a chance to win.
Wow, okay, what about somebody who has had past experiences, like a business person who has lost over, like, let me say, billions of dollars in a business, and then you come up this morning and tell the person, you need to invest, keep on winning. Sometimes past experiences also play along with the mind. So
okay, the target, the thing is, the target is everybody wants to win. So question is, if you lose your money today and remain in that state of regret of how you've lost your money, the first question is, how much does it add to you? Does it bring back the money? No. Yeah. So thinking, regretting, trying to hold back yourself not to, doesn't bring back the money. It's just like a young girl who has been terribly beaten and battered by relationship things, and then she just come one day and say, I don't want to love again, love is a crazy thing, I don't want. That doesn't give you a boyfriend or your husband. You just remain in that your single state the moment you take that decision. Okay? So it doesn't matter how much you've lost, you still have the capacity to make it. So Nelson Mandela says that we don't lose, we learn. Okay, if things don't work, you learn from it. So, and how do you break out of it? Always learn to ask yourself questions. Why? If something happened to you terrible, don't concentrate on what happened. Concentrate on why it happened. If you get into business and you lose your money, first thing you should ask yourself is, don't concentrate on how much money you've lost. Concentrate on why did you lose the money. It will help you to learn to pick up the next time and do it better. You don't want to hear how much money people have lost. Okay, in billions. You don't want to hear, but these guys are still going, doing businesses. They are just fine. I can tell you the amount of money I've lost between October last year and now, when I realized that I was losing some money, it's over 2.8 billion. it. You can just make someone, that person to collapse.
Yeah.
Or someone else sees it as a challenge and say, okay, hey, we can revive. How do we sort this? Why did we lose the money? That's the question. Why did we lose the money? The amount doesn't really matter, because the universe is so open and mighty that anybody can get anything out of it. So it takes your courage and your openness to assess the universe and get anything you want to get out of it. Anything is possible.
Okay, so anything is possible. Okay, beautiful viewers, if you lost something out there, just go back and start over. You can win again, like Dr. Teke is saying this morning. So, sir, why is it that rich people always see an opportunity in every situation? Like you said, you just lost money and then you're pushing forward, but a poor man, trust me, he won't do that.
That's why the guy is poor and that's why this guy is rich.
Okay.
Because the way God programmed the world, the opportunities are always hidden in misfortunes. Okay, take the Bible in the book of Genesis. The Bible says that the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. But within these formless and voidless things, that there was no shape, everything was terrible, and everywhere was dark. There was light hidden within. There were trees, there were humans that were supposed to come out of it, there were animals, there were beautiful earth that was supposed to come out of this darkness. And if God had concentrated on the darkness, he won't be able to speak. So God looked at the entire darkness and looked at the facelessness of the world, and still looked at it and spoke and said, let there be light.
And there was light.
So this is the difference here. The rich people, remember what I said about the billionaire mindset? Rich doesn't really mean you have those cash. Yeah, you have the rich man's mindset, the wealthy man's mindset. So the rich man looks at this challenge and said, there must be something out of this. At the end of every tunnel, there must be a light. So the difference is that the rich people have the capacity to penetrate the darkness to see the light, but the poor people don't have that capacity to penetrate the darkness. They are being carried away by the face value of everything. They just want it to happen now. This is how I need to put it. Rich people focus on growing. Poor people focus on growth.
Okay.
I don't know if I can explain that. what that means is, if you want to see a poor man, their concentration is, what they want to get. Okay, so they're like, I want to make money. My concern is the amount of money I want to make. And I don't concentrate on how I'm going to make the money. So rich people spend their time concentrating on the way, the how, and finally gets them there. But the poor people don't care about the how, they just want to arrive. And that's why they crash easily.
Okay, and you said something that rich people have the way, they always make sure they have the way to make money. But when a poor person meets a rich man, he's always like, give me some more thing, give me some more thing.
Yeah, that's it's natural with everybody with a poverty mentality to beg. Nobody becomes rich by begging. Nobody. And the idea with the poor person is they believe that the rich people have money to give them. But if you get deep into the rich man's life, you discover that they even have more needs than the money you think they have. So when a rich man meets another rich person, they don't look for money, they look for opportunities, because money is hidden in opportunities. When a poor man meets a rich man, he looks for money, he looks for gifts, he looks for things. That is why if a poor person meets me, they don't tell me, please, what can I do? They tell you, please, can you give me 1,000? Can you give me 10,000? So I can give you 10,000 today. The truth is, the moment is a dash, you will spend it. You just want to eat it.
Yeah.
You hardly see somebody who has been able to run a successful business from begging. Because when they give you as a gift, you just have to spend it. But a rich man look for a way to work for it and then put it into business then.
Wow, thank you so much, beautiful viewers. Hope you're really learning something, and trust me, just stay tuned, keep on writing. Now, why not take a break, because we'll be right back.
This is Passion Hour with Marie Glow.
Okay, welcome back, beautiful people, and I hope you really had a chill, relax. It's another moment, and you know, in Passion Hour, it's our duty to always know our guest speakers, especially the one we want you to learn something very important, unique, that would encourage you and take you far in life. So once more, thank you, sir, and you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
All right, so apart from the Billionaire Mindset, we know that you have a lot of works out there, and from what you've been teaching teaching us from the previous moment. We'd like to know you, your name, and where you like your origin, where you hail from.
My name is Teke Samuel, and I am from Southwest, from Median Division,
Okay.
Bamuso Subdivision, from one remote village.
It's not a remote. At least the people are watching right now, so we're saying a very big shout out to all the Bamuso people out there.
Yeah, sure.
And hail to all the fans of Mr. Teke somewhere in the southwest region of Cameroon.
Yay.
Alright, so moving at that, we'd like to know what inspired you to develop the idea of the Billionaire Mindset.
Okay. I think the billionaire mindset is just a way of solving a problem. Because if you have too much you try to understand about life, the only way to give it out is to put it out. Why we don't have legacies running for generations in Africa is because we don't have most things being written down. Our parents have a lot of stories to have told us how they succeeded, but nobody is writing down. In the Western world, people write down a lot, they put out things.
Okay.
So the billionaire mindset is actually a way of letting the average Cameroonian, average African realize that, hey, this is what it actually applies. There are a lot of references in the billionaire mindset that can take you back to some ancient stories of people who they succeeded through this. If you read a book called The Secret, The Secret, you discover that The Secret is talking much about the mind, and a lot of people actually drew inspiration from The Secret and they made it a whole lot in life. So this was my own way of putting this information out to the public, the Cameroonian public, and know that everything we need in life is in the mind. If the mind can see it, then the life can experience it.
Wow. Thank you so much. And I must confess that there's really a lot in the book. And I'm advising you to get it everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can get Mr. Teke somewhere. Alright, so aside that, I know you have priorities. So I'd like to know, how have your priorities changed from when you first started?
Okay, this is nice. Initially, while I was growing, I had a couple of things that I always want to focus on.
Okay.
Let's take, for example, a relationship.
Alright.
Like when I was growing up, I was seeing things like, I want to marry a very fair, beautiful woman. And while I was growing, I discovered that it's not about fair and beautiful, it's something else. So as I was growing, things were changing. I loved traveling a lot.
Alright.
But when I started running businesses, I discovered that traveling is beautiful, but sometimes you have to sit down and actually build up structures for your business.
Okay.
And so all these things started changing from time to time. I now discover I can't even go out and sit out and relax and rest and want to have a drink. I can't really do that. Those things were supposed to be priorities for every young person, but now they've all changed, because if I sit out 1 hour to probably drink and want to have fun, I'm putting the lives of like 15,000 people on hold for 1 hour. So I'm drinking and having fun. 15,000 lives are looking at me for that 1 hour. So my priority has now shifted from me as a person to the community. Okay, so it's changing, and it should happen to everybody who actually aspire to grow.
You know, with that, I just remember somebody made a statement, I think 3 days ago. The person said, Africans, especially us, we are youth, we complain of being broke all the time, but every weekend we're out there enjoying. And the person was like, what are we really celebrating? So I think you just said something very important. It means if you're spending 6 hours, because people spend 6 hours, 10 hours just to enjoy and have fun. So the Teke saying that if you spend such amount of who knows, maybe you're having millions of people out there that you're wasting.
Yes, what we should know is that everybody should have it at the back of their mind that you were not born to be on earth, just you. The moment you are born, there are generations behind you who are supposed to benefit from the gifts that God has given to you. And that is why I always say that the greatest judgment that will be in heaven on Judgment Day will not be how you committed fornication or adultery or stealing. The judgment will be, what did you do with what was given to you? If you read the Bible, Jesus gave a parable of a master who was living and then gave talents to 3 of his servants. And when he returned, he wasn't looking for who sinned, who did adultery, who did this. He called them one after the other. What did you do what I gave to you? Now, what's our own talents? The gifts, the passion, the vision, the things that God has given to us to express on earth so we can bless humanity. So on that day, you'll be asked, what did you do with what was given to you? And then you look around you, there is nobody's life that you impacted. Instead, you were being a burden to people. That's where judgment will come from. So every youth should begin to think that if I happen to die today, what is my legacy? What will be left out of me? What will people say about me? Will they just say he was born, he lived, and he died? Or they will say, if not of him, this wouldn't have happened on planet Earth. If our youth begin to think that way, it will help them to unconsciously reprogram their priorities. You will not see them want to sit out for 6 hours just gisting and watching football and drinking and having fun when they know there's a destiny that they have to meet.
Wow. Alright, so knowing what you know now, like from the little research I did, your achievement, your successes, considering you're a CEO of Ship Academy, Test Global, right of Billionaires Mindset, I would like to know, or we would like to know, what you would have loved to do apart from these 3 things or other entrepreneurial successes that I've mentioned. What you have been doing right now?
Maybe I would have been dead and then be in heaven.
So that means your whole life you just want to be an entrepreneur.
Yes. That's because my definition for entrepreneurship is your ability to solve a problem with a reward. That's entrepreneurship. Your ability to solve a problem with a reward. Because if there's no reward in solving that problem, you get tired. That's why business people give up. And so I always say a businessman is different from an entrepreneur. So if I wasn't doing anything right now, I should just be in church and be worshiping God, and that would be it, because there won't be anything better that I want to do. Solving problem for humanity is what gives me a whole lot of joy, even at no cost. That means even if I'm not being paid for it. People have always said that if I want to talk, I have my people around me. If I have a meeting, I have to go and talk, and they come like, have you prepared your slide? Have you done it? I was like, I don't know how to do that. So most times I just call them and then I'm talking here, right? And then they prepare the slide. But at the end of the day, if I'm doing the presentation, I end up not following the slide. Because it's me. I'm talking me. I'm different from a motivational speaker. A motivational speaker will tell you what they read in books, what they heard from seminars, but I'm actually telling you my life. Like, this is me, this is my passion, this is what I do, and I can give you references of how they are being done.
Wow. Okay, that's a good one. So what advice would you give to someone starting now? Like maybe young youths?
Just start. That's the thing. Just start. Don't try to figure out how it's going to end.
Okay.
Just start, because you can never get to the top of the last floor of a house until you take the first staircase.
Okay.
And when you are at the first staircase, you don't see the end. So just start until you get to the end. If you reach somewhere and your strength cannot carry you, and the universe says that's where you're going to end your journey, beautiful. You have taken a step. So don't bother yourself. This is how it works. Everybody will be in peace. All of us will be okay if we cut tomorrow and cut yesterday out of our lives. Okay, cut off the memories of yesterday, the failures, the disappointments, the success, everything. Cut it off. Then try to cut off what will happen tomorrow. That's where fear generates from. The major generator of fear is the word "what if." What if it doesn't happen? What if this doesn't go like this? What if it doesn't go like this? It breeds fear. And then the past that says what happened yesterday, if it happens again, what will you do? So if you have to live in peace, cut off yesterday and cut off tomorrow. Live in the present. That's what God demands of us. Live in the present. Enjoy the present moment. Do what you can as if today is the only day you have, and then you see what happens. Tomorrow will just take care of itself.
Okay, that's a good one. Like the Bible.
I have a quote. I say, tomorrow does not exist for a man who does not have activities for today. You bet with me that there are people who can sit in their houses for 3 hours only thinking of what tomorrow will look like without doing anything. That 3 hours, pay them to go and do something.
And sometimes they even plan the tomorrow, like maybe tomorrow I can have a very big house,
And you
car,
never have
money.
it because you're not working for today.
All right, so thank you so much from what you've been saying. You said when you're being called for seminars, conferences, you talk about your life because you've experienced them, and that makes you different from a motivational speaker. So I'd like to know, how do you push through your worst times?
I'm actually writing a book.
Okay.
I'm actually writing a book called Handling Difficult Moments.
Okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's going to come up soon, but not very soon, because we have a target for the Billionaire Mindset. We've done that, then we can bring up handling difficult moments. Pushing through difficult times, what you need just to know is just develop a thick skin.
Thick skin.
Yes, knowing that there is nothing that will come to you that is bigger than your strength. It will take you down the drain as if you're going, you will not come out. Like I said, put your head there. If this is going to kill me, I know I made a step and I didn't make it out of it. That's very simple.
Wow.
Spending your energy looking at the difficult moments might be very terrible. So this is what I said. Getting to know the people during the time of crisis is the best time to know them. Your strength or your weaknesses is revealed in the moments of crisis. So how do you handle downturns, difficult moments, and all of that? Just know that you're a champion, you're a winner.
All right.
Then when they come, they are meant for you to fight them and win them.
Wow, that's very good one. Just stay put, okay, and we'll be right back. I know you're learning something very judicious.
This is Passion Hour with Marie Glow.
Welcome back, beautiful people, and it's another last segment of this program. And if you're just listening, you're watching Passion TV, and the program for you is Passion Hour, and with me right here, it's the disruptor, Dr. Teke Samuel. Thank you, sir, for coming, and once more, you're welcome.
Thank you. Where did you bring Dr. from?
Well, you know that in the field of life, as soon as you start showing yourself out there to the world, it has to be names like that: Your Excellency, Doctor, Sir. If not, why not Apostle? Okay. Thank you. So I'd like to know, what are your success habits? Like just one, it can encourage someone or a young youth growing.
I learn a lot. I learn a lot. I learn from everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things that kept me going. I learn from everybody, to the least person. I learn a lot. I study. I read. I have few hours of sleep. Yes. I put the rest of the hours at work. Most of the work I do is mental work. So I get a lot of information.
Okay, means you spend a lot of time at the week.
Yes.
That could be.
I sleep like 2-3 hours every day. And I've been doing that for years.
That could be a success habit.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's a recommendation for everyone.
All right.
The Bible says, a little sleep and a little slumber, so shall your poverty come like an armed man. So stay away from poverty. You have to cut sleep out of your life.
Right. Is there any particular character that a leader should have?
Yes, servitude. You just have to learn to be a servant. A true leader should be a servant.
And I must comment that we saw that this morning when you came, we're like, you're listening everybody's side, we didn't expect that, from Dr. Teke, and that shows that you're really a servant, and from your book it shows that you've served for long.
But greeting people doesn't make them servants.
No, people don't do that.
Okay.
A lot of people don't do that.
Oh wow, okay. Okay.
Thank you so much. All right, I'd like to know, career-wise, who inspired you? I'm sure that many people in your life that inspired you, though you're now an inspiration to many people. But I'd love to know those persons, like even shout out to them.
First person, Miles Morrow.
Okay.
Miles Morrow, Pastor Chris, Sam Adeyemi. There are a lot of them. It's in the course of studying, I get in contact with materials from people like Robert Kiyosaki. But Miles Morrow is my great inspiration. And I started learning how to talk, how to speak, how to work from him, because I read his story, and he said they were about 7 of them in the family, and they all sleep on the floor. I could see the kind of relationship from where he's coming from and where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I was like, if the guy can travel to a lot of countries and from this kind of background, then hey, there's something I have to learn. Then I started getting his books that talk about kingdom. That's why I got inspired from.
And this is where you are today. And you're an inspiration to many. I'm sure somebody someday will be calling your name too, like today you're calling mine, tomorrow, and the rest. Alright, so I want to say a very big thank you to all what you're doing for the kingdom. And as you can see from your hand, you're married, so there's no need asking you if you're married. So to all our single viewers, it's off the market, okay?
Yeah, I'm very, very married. I'm very married.
Alright, that was just realization for you. So I'd like to know, what have been your most significant failures that really hit you so hard, and how did you overcome them?
Wow, okay. I had a couple of failures, crazy ones.
Okay.
Some of them could affect me on a personal note. But recently I had a serious issue with Teke Global. Our payment system developed a fault. I was double paying people, was adding money, and we lost about 2.8 billion plus, and then it's crazy. And when you have to do with people and money, you have like 15,000 people to attend to, and they were like, yeah, this is not working, my money was not like this, and you're trying to fix it from your end, and then these guys are complaining from their end, and you have a shorter time to fix it, and it was a headache for. But how did I overcome it? First, I believed that it can be solved. Okay. And 2, God gave me a trusted team. Out of the people I had, there were some who acted as traders, but there were some God gave me as trusted team. And so we were there at that moment, and all of us were working tirelessly to ensure that we fixed the problem. So the team, the external team that God gave me, and my belief system, God overall gave us a way out of it.
Well, it means in every tunnel there's always a light, and you didn't give up. You're still pushing forward.
Never giving up is the key. Is the key statement.
All right. Okay, so before taking over, you would like to know, or we would like to know about Ship Academy, even just in 1 minute.
Oh, Ship Academy. Ship Academy is one of my companies. We have about 9 companies that we manage. Okay, and Ship Academy is one of them that came after Teke Global. Okay. The whole idea about Ship Academy is to be able to train people to create a different kind of education system for the Cameroonian youth. So people graduate from schools, from high institutions, universities, and no jobs. So with Ship Academy, we're trying to say we can help them understand street life. Okay. Because money is not gotten in classrooms.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't teach you how to make money in the classroom. There is a school called the Street University. And in that university, we don't graduate. We just learn, we work, until we get to our final destination. So Ship Academy is just about bringing in that street education into a classroom, and then empower the people and send them back to the street.
Wow. All right. So all the undergraduates or the graduates do well. So where is Ship Academy found?
Bonduma Gate, yes. From
Okay.
Bonduma Gate, there's a beautiful building around Bonduma Gate.
Right.
You see Ship Academy there.
Okay, and it's in Boya, always good.
Yes.
Alright, so please, any advice we love to give to our young youths out there, or to your friends looking up to you?
Okay, the only thing I always like saying is we have our destiny in our hands. Our success is our responsibility. And so the way you handle it now, if you handle it with complacency, that's what you see tomorrow. If you handle it with seriousness, that's what you see tomorrow. Remember, losing 1 hour today will affect your 1 hour of freedom tomorrow. So what's my word for you is sacrifice today's pleasure for tomorrow's treasure.
And even if you didn't get anything, at least take down that one. Sacrifice this pleasure for tomorrow's treasure. Yeah. Wow, thank you so much. So, what do you have for Passion TV, Passion Group?
Passion TV, it's amazing. I think everybody's smart, young. And my only thing is let's work with the name Passion. That means we should put our passion. Everything we do and see how we can make it better. I believe we can. Passion TV, we can go places, we can do better things, and we can grow. We just need to get the right people, the right partners, and the right resources, and the right manpower. Passion TV to the moon.
Thank you so much, sir. Would you like to say hi to some person before you go?
Oh, my wife. Mine is very beautiful, so I'll say hi. Say hi to my beautiful wife and my baby that will be coming very soon.
Okay.
Say hi to them, and then to my entire Text Global Text group, and say hi to you all. I love you so much. Thank you for your sacrifices. I want to say hi to the entire investors of Text Global and Managing Services Limited, all my family, my elder brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Amazingly, most importantly, thank you so much, Passion TV, for having me here. I'm having fun. And then thank you also. Let me say hi to the heavens, to God, and to the entire community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for trusting us and for making that time from your busy schedule to be here. And I was about to ask you that question, but we are out of time.
Oh, okay.
Or should I say ask?
Okay.
All right. I'd like to ask, how do you manage your busy schedule? Your emotions and work is not easy.
Okay, I just try to take the first one first and handle them.
Oh, all right. That's a good one. And that gives us a wrap. Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank you very much.
I want to say we love you and keep on being simple and humble that you are. So say it in okay, and I'll be right back to call it a wrap.
This is Passion R with Marie Glow.
Okay, it has been an amazing time with Dr. Teke Samuel, and I must say I really learned a lot, and I hope you too really learned a lot. I mean, it was an amazing time with the Go Mad Warrior. Yes, it was an amazing time with the innovator, the Go Maker, in fact, all the entrepreneurial spirit name that you can call him. And I must say, hope you really learned a lot, and I've been your humble host, Marie Glow, on Passion TV, bringing to you Passion R. So stay tuned for the next edition. It's gonna be impactful, gonna be wondrous, and trust me, entertainment, it's never enough.
So guys, keep subscribing on Passion TV. You can also follow them on Facebook. Let's come together and put our passion and express our passion and make passion work. Passion TV to the moon. Subscribe to Passion TV. Thank you.
This is Passion R featuring gospel artists, talent and skills, entrepreneurs, and so much more. Get inspired today to inspire your career. Stay connected. Exclusive to Passion TV. This is Passion R with Marie Glow.